Third video in our defining probability lesson is actually looking at something a little bit different. That's the idea of odds. Probability and odds are two words that are interchanged quite a bit, and actually that's incorrect to do so because odds is a different thing than probability. Whereas probability is comparing the number of successful outcomes or whatever outcomes it is that you're looking for compared to the total number of outcomes. When you're looking for odds, you're actually going to be comparing the total number of successful outcomes compared to the unsuccessful outcomes. So, definition here, when all outcomes are equally likely, the odds in favor of an event A and the odds against an event A are defined as follows. So, the odds in favor of event A occurring. Well, you take the number of outcomes in A compared to the number of outcomes that are not in A. Not the total, but everything else. Okay, odds against event A happening, well, that'd be the number of outcomes that are not in that event. So everything else compared to the one that I want. Okay, that's odds against. You just flip it over. To use that idea with a six-sided die question here, find the odds in favor of rolling a 6. So how many ways can I roll a 6? Well, there's one way to do that. Okay, now odds in favor, I put the ways that I can get success, which is rolling a 6. There's one way to do that, compared to the number of outcomes that are not 6. So on a six-sided die, there's 1 6, and there's 5 other numbers. Okay. If this had been probability, it'd be 1/6 because there's 1 out of 6. But odds, it's 1 to 5. Okay. So again, it's just changing the idea of success versus total, or success versus, in this case, it's success compared to failures is the easy way that I like to think about it. I think the number of successes divided by the number of failures. Okay, we'll move this stuff so it looks better. So success compared to failure. Okay, there's 1 success, roll a 6, 5 not 6s. That's failure. Okay. The odds against rolling an odd number is the next one we're asked to do. So odds against rolling an odd number. Well, what would not be an odd number? Well, it'd be an even number. So I'd be putting the even numbers on the top, and I'd be putting the number of odd numbers on the bottom. Okay, so that'd be my way to think about it. All right, well, how many even numbers are on the die? Well, let's see, 2, 4, and 6. There's 3 evens, or 3 not odds, and there's 3 odds. So 3 to 3, and again, that would be simplified down to 1 over 1. You're probably not going to make it just 1. We'll leave it as 1 to 1 to show that it's odds. As I say 1 to 5 and 1 to 1, you can actually write odds with a colon in the middle. So if I say 1 colon 5, that means an odds that are 1 to 5. Or here the odds are 1 to 1. So a couple different ways that you can write odds. Again, the key to remember is that odds and probability are different. Probability, we're comparing success to total. Odds, we're comparing success to failure.